Hello, my friend. How are you today? Doing quite well, thank you. And I got a message in my Facebook feed yesterday that I totally expected was coming. Or maybe I just thought that they would switch it on up. But I was invited to the new Facebook. And so I thought I would share with you what I've learned in 24 hours from being on it and what I see, and whether you need to switch when and if you are offered to switch to the new Facebook. Now, my name is Ellen McDowell, and I am your social butterfly. I help people who are over on marketing and their customer relationships to get savvy with it, that they can go from OMG, I can't do this, I can't figure it out, to OMG, I got this, I can do it. And it's really easy once you learn the steps. So that is who I am and who I help. So first of all, let me know where you're watching this video. Are you here local in Baton Rouge? Are you elsewhere? Let me know. Let's get some comments going on. Let me know where you're watching it. And do you like change? Do you appreciate change? Do you relish in the change? We're all going through a whole bunch of changes all the time. And so my tip number one for today's video is Facebook changes. So just expect Facebook to change, large and small, all the time. But this next one is going to be a big one. They make these changes about every 4 to 5 years. You know, when I first started Facebook, it had one look, and I can't even remember what it was. Except I think you just got, like, you were on your timeline and you just got basically stuff from your friends, and there wasn't like a news feed in your profile. And so then they switched to kind of this present that probably most of you are using, where you have the things down the side and a bunch of choices and things that you can go over. And this new one is simplified. So let me show you what I mean. So this is the new Facebook. Everyone is going to be forced to change to this at some point. So my question, should you switch now or should you switch? If you are very active on your business page and you want to make sure that you're keeping up to date, I would say you may want to go ahead and switch over to the new one so that you can start noticing some of the changes and start tweaking what you're doing to where you're looking really good when everybody else has switched over. So it's, first of all, a much simpler layout, as you can see. They have, you can see when I'm making this video, it's in the midst of the COVID-19, because the COVID-19, which you have big buttons here with events, the marketplace, the watch, and then I have my shortcuts here for my groups and my Facebook pages that I manage. I can see more. First off, what I notice is that the fonts are much bigger. So for those of you who are like me, that maybe you need reading glasses. If I take my contacts out and I'm wearing glasses, then I need my reading glass screen. The font's much bigger, so maybe you don't need it. You have your groups and you have your big notifications as to where you're getting notifications. Your notifications are still right here. So if I had any, you're right here. You have a big ad. Facebook is still going to do ads in your news feed, but you're always going to have that big ad up at the top right of the screen. So they're going to make their money with a bigger ad. I don't know if it costs more to be there or how you get there. Who knows? And then I have birthdays. So a lot of people were having trouble for a while finding birthdays. You can see here, happy birthday to my friend Amy and 2 others. So you have the birthdays right there, easy to find. I think they probably got some complaints out of this. So it looks a lot like what I see on my mobile phone, the cell phone app, when I look at it. You know, the cell phone app has these things across the middle. You have your home button. So if you want to go back home, if I wanted to refresh, because this looks like here when you go home, this is the Facebook watch. So if you are in the mood for some videos, You can immediately get through and just see videos, or if you're tired of the videos, you can not watch that. The marketplace, if you're looking to buy something, oh, there I am right there. The marketplace is right there, going to be easy to find. Now, my question is, because this happens on my cell phone, is are these going to switch to what I use most? I don't use marketplace, so I don't know that's going to stay up there if it switches like the cell phone does. And then here, of course, is groups, so you can get to your groups very easily. And Facebook has been switching and trying to promote the use of groups and us interacting in groups much more. And then this one is gaming. So I am known to play a couple of games. I try to only send notifications to people who are playing the game, because if you're playing games, then you need the notifications to be successful. But if you're not playing games, you hate it, and I get it. I had one person who kept telling me, quit sending me games, quit sending me games. I'm like, you are in the list of people who play this game. Here's how you go to the game and figure out. And he was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, because he was signed up. Somehow he probably had clicked at one point on the game, so it was listed as being somebody who played the game, and he was getting all the notifications and couldn't figure out why. He could turn them off. You can't turn off gaming notifications. So that is what you have. When I switch, I got my friend Deb invited me to like her page, and I didn't realize that I didn't like her page. But I found this interesting, how big, when I went here, these related pages were. So as somebody who manages their business and has an online business, I don't like that maybe they're going to have all my competitors listed as related pages right under my page when somebody goes to like it. But that's Facebook. They want us to like different things, and they want us to share different things. So I could always go here and just hide the related pages if I needed to. Of course, I can scroll down and get that back up. So those are some things that I've noticed. Now, the reason that I say if you are active and you know your page is active, then I did see when I have the thumbnail for this, the thumbnail was across the top and the bottom was cut off. So our picture sizes are going to change with this new Facebook design. So if you are designing thumbnails and images right now that you know are going to be like, in the Facebook feed, and this has always been the case, then you're going to want to make sure that the top and the bottom of your image don't have anything that's really important. For instance, mine, and I probably should have pulled up a picture of it, that cut off the top line that said, should you? So it just said Facebook change when they read it. Now, on my cell phone, it looked fine. It still was the same cutout and same dimensions. So the dimensions haven't changed. I'm going to have to change where I'm putting my most important information when I'm designing images for Facebook. And specifically, I noticed this on thumbnails for my Facebook Lives. So the top and the bottom was cut off. I'm going to have to scrunch down and just put like a design or something at the top and bottom, have my most important information. So Teresa says, yes, the algorithm will adjust your views according to what you like to watch. So yes, they're going to do that as far as what you like to watch, but I don't know whether this top, like if Marketplace is going to go away if I never click on Marketplace, and maybe they'll give me something like pages that I like or something like that. So, hey, Teresa, how are you? Glad to see you are going through there. And so that is what I have noticed. Much bigger fonts. So for those of us who like to read, much bigger, simpler layout. They've simplified everything. I don't have, 3 and 4 ads down the right side. I can get to my contacts if I need to find contacts. I'm going to keep those thing, but you can see that all my contacts, these are probably the 256 that are online right now and not the contacts that are there. When somebody messages me, I notice that I get one of those little chat heads here, as well as the notification at the top that I have a message. So I have both the chat head, and you know what that is, it just pops up with somebody's profile picture up there if they've messaged me. So I get kind of the double thing. So Facebook Messenger, they are kind of promoting and giving it a little more space on my page, would you say? And making it more important to where you can find messages. So that was a change that I have noticed and have done that. So, and you can see here how big, I think the notifications are much easier to see. Only pretty much only one color. Well, it's got the light blue, but the only things that are that Facebook blue are the Facebook circle on the left. And notice they've gone now to a circle instead of the square that we're all used to. And then whatever tab I am on is the Facebook blue. But other than that, it is a very light, this is a light blue background in case you can't see it. Very light and airy. Now I could have chosen the dark mode. Let's see if it will let me do that for you. Switch to dark mode. So let's see what dark mode does. So there, much more high contrast. Now, as I realize that sometimes it is harder for some people to read light letters on a darker background. So you can test that out for yourself and see what you think, but definitely has the high contrast. That's one of the biggest things that I can tell you about when you're designing your content, and especially your images for your content. Make sure that the letters that you put up there have a high contrast, high dark light value to what you have. So if you have a dark background, choose something that is lighter to go on top of it. If you have a light background, you're going to want to go to the darker colors on fonts on top of it to make sure that it is easy to read. And you don't want to do things that are opposite on the color wheel. So, you know, Merry Christmas, if you've ever done a green background and put red Merry Christmas on it, you may notice that it's kind of vibrating. Our eyes have trouble with that. So, sorry to go off on that tangent. But since we're talking about the dark gray contrast, and I can always right now switch back. So if you, I can switch back to the classic Facebook if I like. And if I have any trouble, I can get to help and support and things like that. So I can give them feedback if I see something to help them improve the new Facebook. Now, this new Facebook, I have been expecting it, I'm calling it Facebook 2020, although it should be Facebook 2019, because they actually announced they didn't announce, people found it last year, people who are always looking for, people who are beta testing the new Facebook, and somebody found it. And I remember even Mari Smith did a Facebook Live because she got some access designs of this, this new Facebook 2020. So should you switch? You're going to have to sooner or later. So if you already have too many changes in your life right now, just put it off until they force you to. But if you are going to be active on Facebook and you want to make sure that you're keeping up and having your things look the best that they can look, then, you know, then just pay attention to the changes, even if you're not ready yet. Keep an eye out for them. Go read social media examiners or social examiners post about the changes. I'm sure that they're going to have a lot on that. Did you get something out of this video? Did it help you? If you are going to use some tips out of this, or you see something, tell me #growth and what that is, so that I know where I'm giving you good content. I see that there's some comments that I have ignored. Oh, no, I've seen Teresa. Oh, Shannon, am I liking it now? I think layout, I've got enough going on in my life right now that being able to pay attention to less is a little better for me. It's going to make me use the Pages app a little bit more. It's going to switch me over to the Business Creator a little bit more so that I can pay attention to what's going on my business pages, because I won't see all of them. I don't see as many with the bigger font. You can see there was only 3 or 4 that I could see over there. So maybe I just want to go back and pin the 4 that I see all the time, and then later, you know, do I like it or dislike it? I'm not going to switch back, I don't think. I think I'm going to keep on using it to where I can keep noticing what changes I need to make my minds and make sure that it looks good on every device, whether somebody's on the old or the new. So, yes, I am a little bit better. It's just like it looks like on our cell, and I have been using my cell phone a lot more for Facebook stuff. So maybe it's just kind of, I've gotten used to looking what the Facebook mobile app looks like, and now the desktop looks almost like it. That is where I am right now. I have a favor to ask. I have a subject that I think I'm going to do for my next Facebook Live, but if you have a suggestion for a subject, something you want me to cover in a Facebook Live, tell me what that is, what you want to see, so that I redesign, since the project this first quarter, I'll be back to doing Facebook Lives and maybe even doing a few more so that I can get what you want. Let's see. I'm not coming through clear for you. Facebook has a lot of people doing Facebook Lives, and so as soon as I finish, I'm going to hope that my StreamYard captures a really good video, and I'll put the video up on my website. Or maybe you can get it over on YouTube. I'll go see how that is, because I have streamed this to both Facebook and YouTube. So let me get that banner off so that I can just have one clear way to say. For those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Ella McDowell. I'm your social butterfly, and I take you from OMG, this is too hard, I can't do this, to OMG, I can participate in marketing my business, services, and be a bigger part of the world. Go out there, you be the happy part of the world that you need to be, so that people can find you. And let me help you do that. Talk to you soon.